you become ruthless to me, then I will die. उससे अच्छा सेंटिमेंटल रहो भैया, सबको बचाओ, मुझे भी बचाओ, सबको बचाओ, बराबर. Again, this shows that the general is selfish. He said he felt suddenly weak. उसका काम हो गया, बच गया. अभी सडाव को बोलेगा तुम चले जाओ. Yes or no? Big people are like this. They want to get their work done, and then when their work is done, they will say, okay, you go. And overwhelmed with the cares of his life and an official in times of such as these, when repeated victory brought great responsibilities. He was unhealthy, he was tired, and he had a lot of work because more and more territories were being conquered by Japan. So he had to manage all of these new territories. New news were coming every day from all across the world, all across the South Pacific. Now Pacific is, this is Russia, this is China, this is the Pacific Ocean. Geography किसको पता है? This is the Japan, and here it is the west coast of America, California. So this is the Pacific Ocean, one of the largest oceans in the world. The largest flight, they say, would be from maybe Japan to San Francisco in the world, or Los Angeles. It is that far. The longest flight. I would not say the largest flight. It is very unfortunate that this man should have washed up on your doorstep, he said irritably. क्या करूँ? तुम्हारे घर पे ही आया. किसी और के घर पे गया होता तो वो रिपेयर भी नहीं करते थे because they were not doctor. Do you think if fishermen would have found him, they would have been able to do surgery on him? No, he would have died. But it's unfortunate. So now again he's selfish, but he's saying it's unfortunate. I feel it so myself, Sadao said gently. मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे घर पे ही क्यों आया? He could have, I would have not seen him also on that day. Yes or no? I would have slept early. I would have already been inside my house watching TV or whatever. But I saw him. It would be best if he could be quietly killed. किसी को पता ना चले, ऐसे उसको मार देते. That is the idea of the general. The general said, not by you, तुम्हें नहीं मारना पड़ेगा, but by someone who does not know him. So they have a plan. I have my own private assassins. Assassins are personal bodyguards. Personal bodyguards. And a general like this would need personal bodyguards. Suppose I send 2 of them to your house tonight, or better, any night. रात को बेचता हूँ, उठा के लेके जाएंगे, मार डालेंगे. You need to know nothing about it. Though you know, you don't need to tell anybody. रात को सो जाना, आदमी आएंगे, उसको उठा के लेके जाएंगे. I will send my men. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be quiet and you have to do whatever. Sleep. It is warm now. What would be more natural than that you should leave the outer partition of the white man's room open to the garden while he sleeps? कुछ नहीं, दरवाज़ा खुला रखना. गार्डन वाला पार्टीशन थोड़ा खुला रखना. उससे मेरे असैसिन्स अंदर आ जाएंगे, उठा के लेके जाएंगे. Certainly, it would be natural, Sadao agreed. In fact, it is so left open every night. Every night we keep it open. Because it is warm, and then if we keep it open, there is cold breeze coming in, and it is natural. That is how it is. Good, the general said, yawning. See? He wants to finish the things. He is yawning. They are very capable assassins. Ekdam capable hai. They make no noise. And they know the trick of inward bleeding. What does that mean? They can kill a person by internal bleeding. They can damage one of the nerves in the body by touching the right places and pushing it right, and there will be no blood flow outside. The nerves will break inside and they will die. They are specialist assassins. They will not carry guns also. पकड़ेंगे, गला पकड़ेंगे, एक जगह पे दबाएंगे, नस टूट जाएगा, अंदर मर जाएगा. Internal bleeding, biology, not external bleeding. Internal bleeding. What does that mean? He would touch the person in such a way or strangle him in such a way that the nerves inside will break and there will be internal bleeding and he will die and nobody will realize why he died. Only when you do what? Post-mortem. Then you come to know how this person died. But otherwise this guy will die and they will take him away and then they will bury him or whatever, throw him away. They make no noise and they know the trick of internal inward bleeding. If you like, I can even have them remove the body. Sada will say, so nice of you. I saved the person because I had to save the person. Now you decide, you are the Malik, you are the general. You do what you want to do. In a way it is bad, but this is what is considered. Sadao considered that perhaps would be the best. Excellency agreed, thinking of Hannah. मार भी दो और बॉडी भी लेके जाओ. मैं हैना को बोल दूंगा भाग गया. Because we don't want to think of the idea that we repaired this person, we helped this person, and then we were responsible of killing this person. Do you think teachers would want you to fail? But then you will say, sir, you take the red pen and you grade us and you give us less marks. It is not failing you. It is to tell you that you are not doing what you are supposed to be doing. That is how life works. But we don't understand this. Sadao considered that perhaps that would be the best. Excellency, he agreed, thinking of Hannah. He left the general's presence then. Then he left and went home. Now he was happy. He was happy because nothing will happen to him and his family. Because the general has agreed, he understands the scenario and he will not be put into jail. Went home thinking over the plan. In this way, the whole thing would be taken out of his hands. He will not have to do anything. He would tell Hannah nothing, and since she would be afraid of the idea of the assassins in the house, and yet such persons were essential in an absolute state such as Japan was. So Hannah is afraid. Remember when she saw the torture on Tom's neck? Then also she got afraid. And they have little children. Women are afraid. रात को आए, बंदूक लेके आए, गोली बोली में लगा, मारा बेरी हो गया, मुठभेड़ हो गया, बच्चे को गोली लग गया तो समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है? So Sadao said, I will not tell Hannah anything. I will just keep this to myself. The day he leaves, I will tell her he ran away or whatever. Okay? Because Hannah would be afraid of assassins like this coming into their house middle of the night when they have young children. How else could rulers deal with those who oppose them? He thought. First he thought, why do you need such people who can come without noise and kill other people? And then he started thinking, we are at war. If the general needs to survive, how will he survive? Will he need such bodyguards? Yes or no? But he doesn't like this idea and he doesn't want to share this idea with Hannah. He refused to allow anything but the reason to be the atmosphere of his mind. He just did not think from emotions. He thought from cold logic. As he went into the room where the American was in bed, why emotions would come in? He has come to check him. He has come to observe him. Yet he knows in the night he is going to die. So he did not allow the emotions to come in. He came to the person naturally, as if he is coming to meet him as a doctor. But as he opened the door, to his surprise, he found the young man out of bed and preparing to go in the garden. Here he will get angry. Why? Because he wants him to rest, and then if he goes out, then he has more energy, he can fight with the assassins. He is also a soldier, remember? He doesn't want this to happen to him. He wants him to be afraid and be in bed so that he can be taken out easily. Now Sadao will also be selfish a little bit. What is this? He exclaimed. Why is he angry? Because the assassins are going to come that night. If he is roaming around, they will not find him, or there will be a one-on-one between the assassins and Tom, and which is not good for their family. which is not good for their family. But as he opened the door, this man, he was out. What is this? He exclaimed. Who gave you permission to leave your room? Why is he angry? Because he wants him to be in his bed. I am not used to waiting for permission, Tom said, gaily, cheerfully. I am a soldier. I don't take permission. I command people. Gosh, I am pretty good again. But will the muscles on this side always feel stiff? Where? Where the bullet was there. The muscles were stiff. Is it so? Shadow inquired, surprised. He forgot all else. When it came to the body, he forgot his anger. Now I thought I had provided against that, he murmured. He's saying that I had made sure the surgery I do is done so well that your muscles won't be stiff. He lifted the edge of the man's shirt and gazed at the healing. What does this tell us again about Dr. Sadao? When he gets to work, he forgets everything, and that is what we need to learn from him. But we are page turners. When somebody is also teaching, we want to say how many pages left. He lifted the edge of the man's shirt and gazed at the healing scar. Massage may do it, means after the healing is done, if you rub it properly, the muscle stiffness will go away. He said if the exercise does not do it. Otherwise, if you do a little bit of exercise, the muscles over there will grow and relax on their own. It won't bother me much, the young man said. I am a strong man. Nahi hua to bhi chalega. I am alive. That is more than important. His young face was gaunt. Gaunt means thin and bony. Thin and bony. Why? Because he is weak. Under the stubbly blonde beard. Rough blonde beard. Rough. Stubbly means rough. Say, doctor, I've got something I want to say to you. If I hadn't met a Jap like you, well, I wouldn't be alive today. I know that. He wants to thank Dr. Sadao. Sadao bowed, but he could not speak. Why did he bow? Because he knew that in the night this person is going to die. But he cannot say that. Remember, he is just thinking from logic right now, not from emotions. Sure, I know that, Tom went on warmly, his big thin chins, hands gripping a chair were white at his knuckles. His big thin hands gripping a chair were white at knuckles. Means he still did not have complete energy. White over here means lacking energy. I guess if all the Japs were like you, there wouldn't have been a war. What is he trying to say? We have understood that the Japs brought Americans into war by attacking Pearl Harbor. And he's saying कि सब जापानीज तुम्हारे जैसे होते तो मुझे यहाँ तक आना नहीं पड़ता, मेरी कंट्री मुझे यहाँ नहीं भेजती. Perhaps Sadao said with difficulty, and now I think you had better go back to bed. He did not say anything and asked him to go to bed. He helped the boy back into bed and then bowed and said good night. And we'll stop over here. And we'll take it from here tomorrow.